but I don't expect you to do the sub paper. So right now is the cash budget. Okay, let's go down all the way to cash budget. And again, I'm picking up all those things who get it wrong. A lot of people get it wrong. Alright, Ken? Let's go, So when I talk about cash budget, sometimes the question just asks you for cash budget. It means that they want you to have two other budgets, which means the cash receipt budget and the cash payment budget. Cash budget comprises of two budgets, cash receipt budget and cash payment budget. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to do it. Please pay attention. So first of all is the cash receipt budget. The main problem for this question is English. They don't understand what is the English talking about, what they're talking about. Okay, now let's see, what does it mean? 1/4 of all sales are for cash, no problem. How about this? 90% of credit sales are collected in the quarter of sales. This is the part that you all have difficulty. 90% of credit sales. It's not 90%, it's 90% of 75%. It's 90 times 75%. Not 90 times whatever. Because here it says 90% of credit sales. So the credit sales is 75%. So we make sure 90 times 75 times whatever number. Okay? This one I tell you so many times, right? It will happen. People will just take 90% of whatever they give. Okay, so 90% of 75%. Understand? Not credit sales, right? Because 25% is cash sales, 75% is credit sales. So we should put 90 times 75. Now how about this? Remaining 10% are collected. So it's what? Remaining is 10%, right? So it's 10% times what? 75 again. Right? So it's 10% times 7. Because 75 is a credit sale, right? So we should take 10 times 75. A lot of people don't do that, okay? Yeah? So that's the main mistake. Okay, that is a very, 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 very common mistake. Okay? So you see, so that's how you calculated it. Okay, so that's your cash receipt budget. Okay, make sure you categorize it, quarter 1, quarter 2, and things like that. So that's the cash receipt. Now cash payment, same problem. Okay, so this one payment, right? So cash payment will be your purchases. When they say purchases are made on account, means that it's credit. That means you don't pay immediately. Now they say 80% are paid for in the quarter of purchase. Okay, so in that quarter it's paid, so just 80%. Now this one, the remaining 20%, so 20% of whatever purchases are paid in the following quarter. Okay, wait. Depreciation is not a cash item. Please don't take out depreciation. Depreciation is not a cash item. So even though they tell you they depreciate so much, don't minus 540, don't, because it's not a cash item. Clear? Okay? Now 150, of course, you must minus out. Income taxes also. Okay? Now they say that the income tax will only be paid at the 4th quarter. So make sure only at the 4th quarter you put it in. How about this outlay for equipment? This equipment is only paid in the 1st quarter. So make sure 1st quarter you minus 6500. Okay, then you have the cash receipt. The cash payment already. Alright, so first you do the cash receipt, then now you do the cash payment, then you do your cash budget. Okay, so when the question asks you for cash budget, they expect you to have cash receipt, cash payment, and then finally the cash budget. Okay, so this is your cash budget. Okay, now here, the cash budget here, they say that they must maintain a minimum of $1,000. Okay? And if you want to borrow, you can only borrow in multiples of 1,000. Okay? Then there is interest, right, 12%. Okay, all borrowing takes place and all repayment at the end of the quarter. Okay, now here, please remember this, for your cash budget, please start with this. A lot of you forget, there is a beginning cash balance of 5,200. So your beginning, make sure you write 5,002. Okay? Okay, so that's how a cash budget look like. Okay, look. Okay, look. You must know how to produce out. So first your beginning is given. Where do I get this? From my cash receipt budget, right? Where do I get this? From my cash disbursement budget. So you start with the beginning. This one, please look out. The exam question will tell you what's the beginning, right? Then plus what you have minus what is paid, right? Correct? So then here, remember this 23 is not enough, right? Because they say must maintain a minimum of 1,000. So you must go and borrow from outside. Borrow, right? So you borrow 1,000. Okay, so you 23 plus 1,000 gets this, right? So your ending cash is 1,000. This amount, right? 1,023. Then this number becomes this number. Your ending cash balance becomes your beginning cash balance. Okay? Anyway, this one last sem. If you're doing this again, frankly only 30% pass. So please. And it's coming out again, so okay, you all please watch it. So total cash selected, right? Then minus this. Then you pay back, huh? Okay? Then your ending cash. Then this one becomes your beginning cash. Like that. Is it okay? That's called a cash budget. See? That's all. That's all you need to know. Okay, let's go to what? May paper, okay? And figure out what's so difficult about this. Okay, I don't know what's so difficult. I'm at May paper, okay? Let's look at the English here. May, huh?
Belajar English di kita.
Okay, now, May, right? They say that they have a sales budget of 440, about 10% cash collected, remainder is sold on account, means 90% on account, right? Then they say the company expects that 60% of credit sales will be collected in the month of sale, means what? 60 times 90, right? Correct? No? Then 25% the next month, means 25 times 80. Then 10 in the second month after the sale. Okay? Then you're supposed, number one, just do this 4 months. Prepare a cash receipt. Okay, why not do this one? This one. So during the exam, a lot of people hands up. I think something wrong with the question like that.